So, Lauren, it was really courageous for you to come in here today. Could you tell me a little bit why you're here?
Um, well, it seems I don't think I have a problem, but it seems everybody else in my family says I do. So, and it's starting to impact my life at home
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit. Recently lost my job,
Oh,
and I don't know. I don't think it's really impacting the kids, but maybe it is. Um, I guess I need to get help and to overcome my addiction. I come from, I mean, I think I manage it fine, but maybe, like I said, it's causing problems at home. So, and my mom and dad were the same way, and I mean, they managed all right. So, I don't know.
you said problems at home. What kind of problems?
Um, well, like I don't know. I think the kids are just being typical kids, but
Mm-hmm.
my husband seems to think it's because I'm not being a motherly mother. My teenage daughter has started sneaking and being deceitful. Um, we caught her sneaking out one night. Um, I don't think anybody's doing anything, but I mean, and I wouldn't want them to now because they're still in school. But if when they get older and they're out of school, well, then that's their own deal. But I don't think they're doing drugs right now. I don't know. We just don't really communicate well at home.
Okay. Um, you said earlier that your parents have done drugs. Were you in the home while this was happening?
Well, yeah, but I mean, we weren't ever homeless. And mom didn't. It wasn't like a Brady Bunch family. But we managed. I mean, mom drank a lot. She was usually drunk, most always drunk on the couch, which was really cool as a kid because you could get by with anything you wanted to because mom wasn't paying attention. And dad, he used to just smoke a lot of pot, but then he started doing other stuff. I don't even know, but he's just weird now. But I mean, we all, me and my brother, we turned out fine, and I don't think that we didn't get taken by social services, and we had a home. Dad always worked, so I mean that's successful. You made it, right?
When you say that you and your brother turned out fine, what's your definition of fine?
Well, we're not dead. uh, we both. Well, I worked up until recently, but I mean we both work. He works at the sawmill, and I mean he pays the bills. And then I've always worked different places like motels, cleaning rooms, and gas stations, convenience stores, that kind of stuff. Because you can't take a drug test, so that was where I had to work. Um, well, like I said, we're not dead, and we have jobs normally, so
Mm-hmm.
that's all right. That's fine. I mean, nobody's kids has been taken away or anything, right?
True. That's one way of looking at it. Uh, you said that your drug addiction though has cost you your job. What did? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, um, well, we had a incident at work one night, and there was a couple of us working, and it was at a convenience store, and some money come up short, and there was a couple of us working there, and they questioned each of us, and the usual routine, and somebody said, well, Lauren does da 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 da, so she probably took it to support her habit. So they drug tested me and it turned out positive, so I lost my job. But it was just a minimum wage job, so it didn't really matter. I'll get another one.
Do you have another one lined up, or are you jobless now because you think because of your addiction, or like
Well, I mean, I'm jobless because I failed the drug test. So, I mean, if you wanted to say it was because of my addiction, but I mean, I always show up and I do my work and stuff that's assigned. And yeah, I can get a job at any old place.
okay?
I mean, minimum wage jobs are a dime a dozen.
What what type of job would you like to have if you didn't have a drug problem?
Well, I don't know. I never really thought about it. It's always just been a day-to-day basis, and one paycheck to the next. Really, just as long as the bills are paid, take it one day at a time. I don't know. Maybe I'd like to talk to people with drug problems.
Could tell me more about that. What would you like to go into?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Um, I don't know. Really, I'd like to have a job where people looked up to me, and I was kind of an authority figure.
Authority figure.
Yeah, just 'cause I get tired of people thinking that I'm a nobody or that I'm stupid just 'cause I work at gas stations or something. 'Cause I'm not stupid.
I don't think you're stupid because I've always been told that stupid people don't come for help, and you're here to get help with your addiction because you said that you don't think it's a problem, but other people think it's a problem. But you're here willingly, so you're admitting to me that you think it's a problem. And you've said that you can't get a authoritative job, as you put it, because of your addiction. Um, do you know what kind of authoritative job you would like to have, or
No, not really. I don't think I'd want to be a teacher because I didn't really like school when I was there. And of course, you had to pass a drug test. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day.
what would be how do you see your life if you weren't on drugs?
I don't know. It's just the way it's always been. I mean, it's all I've ever known. Like I said, Mom and Dad both had, their own little habit, and so I can't say I've really. I mean, I don't see us ever having the Brady Bunch, but I don't know. Maybe it would be nice, kind of, to have a structure and a routine, and everybody's sitting down at the dinner table together, and like supper being cooked every night, and the whole family sitting down together. And I don't know. Maybe we could even like go on trips and stuff together as a family. Because, well, I guess if I didn't put money other places, then maybe I could use it to take us on a trip, or I don't know. I don't really spend much on it.
When you say a structure, what type of structure would you like to have?
Well, where like my kids all come out of their bedrooms and we sit at the table, and not like a Brady Bunch movie, but kinda, where everybody sits down at the table and talks to each other and talks about how our day went at work, and what we did that day and what was on the net. I don't know, just stuff that people talk about with their kids and spouse and whatnot.
Okay. Um, you also mentioned trips. What type of trips would you like to go to? If and when you didn't have a drug problem.
I don't know, just to the movies because that's pretty expensive. That's probably about what I would spend,
Mm-hmm.
for. But yeah, we could just go to the movies once a week or something. But it's so crazy. It's just the kids are hateful, and I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. And then the old man, he's just, I don't know what his deal is. Sometimes I think he has a habit or something. I don't know why he's so hateful with me. I mean, he's not like mean to me, but it's all he's ever doing is talking about how if I didn't have to, then blah, that kind of stuff. And
Have you found? You once said in the beginning that you do drugs every day. Is that correct?
yeah, most days, yeah. I mean,
Are those the days where you feel like your life isn't like you want it to be, per se? Like your kids are more in their rooms, or your husband is not necessarily talking down to you, but just more aggressive, I guess.
no, I'd say it's the opposite.
Those are the days where you think that.
Yeah. The days that that I have my stuff, and then it's like there's no problems, there's no issues, everything's great. I don't even care. But then on the days that I don't have it, then it's like, and it's just too much. So, I mean, life just works out better when I'm high.
When do you so you feel like you have your life together when you're high?
Yeah, yeah. It all just seems to pan out and work great.
Okay. So when you're high, you think that everything's okay and those things, even though it's cost you your job and your family, is on the rocks, if you will.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I think they're all crazy.
I had a family member that was on drugs at one time, and being a part of that family, it was difficult because you saw them struggle, and that's what you're. I mean, that's what it is. It's a struggle. It's a complete, utter, awful thing that you have to go through when you're not high. I mean, you feel miserable,
Yeah.
and I saw them have the shakes when they were going through withdrawals, and I saw them do things where I was like, that's not them, when they were high, and then even when they weren't, because that wasn't them either. They didn't know what they were, and that it's really difficult. Do you find it difficult?
Uh, Sometimes, but I mean, I manage it pretty alright, I think. I mean, yeah, I think everything. It's difficult, but that's where getting high helps, and it just makes it more manageable. It seems like it all fits better.
Could you see yourself, and could you see your life without drugs?
I don't know I mean, what other purpose do I have? I mean, it's not like I'm, somebody important that has to be somewhere or do something or somebody needs. They're all pretty much on their own paths and schedules, and they don't really pay me a lot of attention anyway, so I can't say I can see it being, I can't even really picture it.
would you like to be able to picture it?